Hello everyone and welcome to Lesson 7 of Ways of Wellness. Today we'll be talking about positive problem solving and what we can and cannot control. For today's lesson, all you will need is your journal and a pack of markers or any coloring utensils you choose. Have you ever done something you regret because of the way you are feeling at the moment? It's a really common mistake both kids and adults make. Making good decisions relies on being in control of your emotions and thoughts. That's why we've been teaching the skills you've been learning, like affirmations, journaling, positive self-talk. It's so important. One of the first steps in making decisions is figuring out what you can and cannot control. On the left side of your journal, start to write about 2 or 3 situations in which you're facing challenges. There are often 2 different kinds of problems we need to solve. Situations can cause problems, like forgetting your lunch at home or missing the school bus, but some of our problems are interpersonal or problems between people. In this lesson, I'll offer 3 different ways to solve interpersonal problems. Strategy 1 is moving on. Moving on means accepting the situation without discussion or trying to change things. Some people might think of moving on as giving in. It could be considered that way, but giving in may be the best solution at the moment. Some benefits of moving on is that you don't need to do a lot of talking, it can save time, and it can often make the other person feel better. When moving on, try saying, "It's not that big of a deal," "That's okay, it's not worth getting angry about," or "Oh well, whatever." The second strategy is talking through a conflict. Sometimes just talking to the person you're having trouble with makes the situation better, mainly if you express yourself respectfully, using statements starting with "I am" and fill in the blank with what you're feeling. I am statements are a great way of communicating with someone because you are not arguing or blaming them, which can make them feel defensive or angry. You're simply stating your feelings about the situation. The last strategy is making a choice. Making a choice means you will have to take some action to make the situation better for yourself. Of course, we're talking about doing things that do not break the law or emotionally or physically hurt yourself or others. Making a choice means thinking things through before you act. As you think about these situations, go through and underline what you can and cannot control, using one marker for what you can control and another color of a marker for what you cannot. Problems don't fix themselves. Part of growing up is dealing with issues in a positive way when they come up. Knowing what you can and cannot control may indicate what strategy, either moving on, talking, or making a choice, works best in the situation that you're in. On the right side of your journal, trace an outline of your hand and label the inside of your hand "in my control" and the outside space "out of my control." The hand is an important visual reminder of control. If something is in your hands, you are in control of it. For example, if my mom gives me a snack, I can keep it in my hand, I can toss it in the trash, or I can put it in the fridge. If something is not in your hand, you cannot control it. If that snack is on the table across the room, you cannot control what happens to that snack. Trying to hold on to something tightly in your hands that is truly outside your control is overwhelming and exhausting. As you complete this exercise and include the items that are outside of your control on the outside of your hand, visualize yourself opening your grasp and releasing whatever it is causing you stress. This is my final journal page. Thank you for joining today.